Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I came with another video of B.ED program. Today I'm going to talk about the planning and implementation of activities, that is awareness development about population explosion and in rural and slum areas. So this is the practicum of first semester in B.ED. Maybe it's not first semester for all the particular universities or colleges or anywhere else in B.ED learning program. It may be from some other semester, but it is from 1.1.2 in Babasaheb Ambedkar Education University. So I'm going to start my video now. So now you can see here that I have just done the selection of the topic. So you can understand that here I have to do the selection of the topic, and every B.ED learning um, practicum, you have to do this page, either this one or the objective of the topic. So as I have mentioned in other video of mine, that in objective of the topic, you have to only mention the one which you are selecting, and you have to describe about it, and that's all in objective of the topic. But in the case of selection of the topic, that are like the one I have done here, you have to mention all the topics which are there in the practicum, and then you have to mention only one which you will do from here, that you can have to write it here, that you have chosen this particular topic. This you have to do in this particular selection of the topic. So next we come up to the contents part. So as you can see here, the content parts very clearly, that in this content parts I have mentioned here the exact, the particular topics which I have covered here. All the topics which I have covered here I have mentioned, and whichever page number it is, I have mentioned this particular contents you have to do. And you also have to make a main content when you just put together all your practicums in the file. So here now we come to the introduction part. So in the introduction part, what we have to mention, what is population explosion. So we have to mention what is population explosion and write about the definition and the point of view from India itself. Okay. The next I come up to the concept of population explosion. What is the concept of population explosion is what I am going to talk about here. See what is here. Also we have to mention first what is the population explosion, what are the causes of population explosion, what will happen if there is a population explosion. All these things we have to talk about, and also a bit of it from the Indian context. Here you can see that I have provided here the 2011 census of India. So if as that was the last census which have been means done in India, so that is the reason why I have provided that. That is what in my time. If another census come up in your time, then please mention that census from that. So first you have to mention that what is what is this census thing, when it have been inaugurated, when it have came up to. Like here I have provided some calculations here, that the country I have provided date taken from which year to which year, then total population to which year to that year, then the most populous state, the least populous state, and the percentage of Indian population. This you have to mention in a table format in this census part. Okay. So whichever, it is not mandatory that if I have provided 2011 you also have to provide, not really. The last census from which you means it's there, you have to provide it, your information from there itself. So now you can see I have provided a census report here. So I have to mention what is a census report in the first, and then you can understand the population total, male and female. Then this is the literacy rate, male and female, then the total, then how, what is the density of the population, then the sex ratios per thousand males, child sex ratio also per thousand males. All these things in a table format I have mentioned here. You also have to mention this part because this is very important, as you can understand by the topic name itself. This is the causes of population. What are the causes, means why population happens, and what is exactly the cause of population, that you have to mention in this particular part. So as you have seen that I have provided the heading, and after providing the heading I have just provided the information, whatever information I have collected. The next is the effects of population. As you can understand the effects, what are the effects of population here, as you can see, that's the overpopulation is one of the effects of population. Then we have unemployment, poverty, illiteracy. All are these effects of population, and why are we calling it, we have to describe it beside it. Then in this next page again I have provided other two, and here I have provided the total population of 2020. You know that it was the last year was 2020, from which I could get the exact data. After that there was no kind of others data was there. So the last population record which have been taken in the year 2020, that record only I have provided here in my project or practicum. This is the solution, means what are the problems which have been which you have seen in the population, what are the solution regarding it, that I have provided here, as you can see. Other solutions I have provided here. You have to provide it by economic, social, means familiar, means all this way you have to provide your solution. Then I have provided other measures too here. What are the other measures which the people have to take into consideration? Then this is the last one. Then this is the conclusion for this particular part about population explosion. Then comes the next part. This is the location of the study area. I have studied some of the areas in Kolkata, as I belong from Kolkata. So I have studied some of the areas in Kolkata, and accordingly about what are what are their problems they have faced in this particular the problem which have they faced, and about my study, what are the means concerns they have, what are health and hygiene problems whatever they are facing, that I have mentioned here. You have to give pictures here, like I have given a picture of India, and I have mentioned, see I have just given a picture of Kolkata here, from where, and then I have given a map of Baliganj, on which I have made my first study here. That particular location you have to give. Then here the methodology is there, means what is a pre-field study, what is a field study, and what a post-field study, means how you are doing the study. Here you will write it in I format, means I, me, myself, in that particular format, not in a third person, in the first person you have to write here. about the, I mean, so you, as you have done the works, obviously you will have to write it, what are kind of experiences you have considered. Then here we have the aims and objectives. Then we have demographic profile, economic profile, educational profile. Then we have the, as I said it earlier, sanitation, health and hygiene. This also you have to take into consideration while studying a place. Then we have this home types and roads, means what are the kind of a home they are living in, the kind of the road they are here. As I said earlier, that location of the area, this map you have to provide. You have to provide this map. Now I have made a study in Chetla. There it is also a place in Kolkata. So there I have did my study. So as I have means given the picture of Kolkata in the previous study itself. So that particular map study I have not given here. I have only given the particular place from where I have done my study, that is Chetla. Then again, in the same format you have to do in methodology part, you have to do this particular three things. Then after that you have to do, aims and objectives. Then again this demographic profile. Then we have educational profile. Then we have health and hygiene and sanitation. Then last we have house types and road. House types and roads are very important, because what are the kind of houses the people are living, what are the kind of road situations they have been facing, all these things you have to write it down. Then we have Tollygunj. So it is also in Kolkata. I provided the map of Tollygunj here. Then again in the same format, the methodology part. The aims and objectives part. The demographic profile, economic profile, educational profile. Then we have sanitation, health and hygiene, house types and roads. Then this is conclusion here. And then you have references. So here conclusion and references you have to give, and references after this you have to give it in the APA format. And if you don't know the APA format, I have explained it earlier. The APA format you can find out in the internet, and accordingly you can do it in the APA format. And in B.ED practicum it is mandatory to do in APA format, the references of each and every practicum. So that's all for today. Have a nice day. Very, I enjoyed very much. If you have also enjoyed my learning, please do like, share and comment, and do let me know how much you have loved my video. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.